Hey you guys, this is Brittany Xavier. I started my blog in December 2013 and now have 1.5 million Instagram followers and 3 million followers on TikTok. So today I'm going to chat with you about growing your social media following. First, I want to start out with consistency. Consistency is so important to build credibility with your audience and let them know you're going to be around for the long term. Whichever platform you're trying to grow, it's really important that you build consistency around each of the topics you want to cover. For example, if your niche is fashion and beauty, you want to have a well-rounded amount of those posts each week. Your creative should also be consistent with your brand image and resonate with your audience. If your niche is fashion and beauty, plan to have a well-rounded amount of posts in each of those topics each week. Maybe 3 fashion posts and 2 beauty posts or vice versa. This is why a content calendar will be hugely helpful. For example, for Instagram, I used to post at least once a day. Now, because I'm really focused on growing my other channels, I'm focusing on posting maybe once every 2 to 3 days. For TikTok, I like to post once a day. Twice a day is ideal if I can really get that content to my standard. For YouTube, it's really important that you go live at least once a week and tell your audience when to expect a new video so they can tune in, almost like a TV show. This brings me to a content calendar and why it will be hugely helpful for you. I always try to plan at least 2 weeks in advance my content for those following 2 weeks. This has really helped me be efficient and save a lot of time. For my content calendar, I use CoSchedule, and basically it looks like a regular calendar, but it has time slots where you can fill in what you're posting per platform, and you can schedule in the shooting times to make sure you get that piece of content. For example, a typical week for me involves 7 TikTok videos, 3 IG pictures, and 1 YouTube video, plus any campaign previews that need to be shot in advance as well. I need to make sure to calendar all these items with enough time to get them done. So all these items need to be calendared so I have an ample amount of time to be creative with them. For example, I need to look for shooting locations for different photos, find video ideas and where we'll shoot those. It's really important for me to not be rushed and not feel stressed that I just need to get it done. I want to have time and be creative with it. Of course, things are going to come up last minute that you need to adjust for. Maybe it's raining here in LA, or there's a really trending song on TikTok, or there's a fast preview turnaround that needs to be pushed ahead of my other content. Whatever that is, you need to allow yourself time to have those creative moments that you can rearrange your schedule a little bit, but overall having everything pre-planned in advance will save you so much time, trust me. Plus, let's say you're trying to get a top 5 list of items you used during the week or outfits you wore. It's better to plan this out and shoot as you're doing it versus realizing you missed really good content by the end of the week. I did this recently with the top 5 places to eat in Pasadena, and because I had that content planned out for TikTok, as we went to different places, I was able to quickly film knowing that that was going to go live the next week versus realizing that I just went to all these different places to eat and never got any video for that idea. Everyone is different though, so if you work well planning only a few days in advance for your content, then you should do whatever you feel you'll be able to stick to. The goal is to keep creating great content. The goal is not to have content for a few weeks and then burn out, because creating content becomes a chaotic and frustrating experience. If you want to be a creator and make it in this business, you have to be committed to content. So find a system that works well for you and keeps you inspired. Now that we discussed your content calendar, let's discuss best practices for each platform and what has worked well for me. Use best practices per platform. First, establish which platforms you want to focus your time on. For example, what I'm focusing on is growing TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram in that order. For TikTok, quality over quantity. Spend a little bit of time making a more trend-focused video that's resourceful rather than rushing to post 1 to 3 videos a day just to post. Make sure each video offers value, is in vertical format, and offers some kind of hook in the beginning to make sure that the audience watches the video. Rewatch time is crucial for TikTok, so make sure whatever the video length, it's a video that people want to watch until the very end. For example, I like to keep my videos to around 8 to 12 seconds. If it's a longer video with a mini vlog, then I try to keep that around 45 seconds, as long as all the information that I'm adding to my video is interesting enough to make users want to watch it till the end. Also, it's really important on TikTok to spend time consuming the content on the For You page to see what the culture is like on TikTok and also what is trending. You'll notice certain songs are trending and certain trends in general that multiple users will do. That will give you content ideas as well. For YouTube, plan to post a new video each week and tell your audience when they can expect a new video. This is also helpful if you change your banner for YouTube to say what day they can expect a new video. For example, every Thursday you can find a new video on my channel. Commit to videos that are around 4 to 6 minutes at length when you're first starting out, and once you've built a little more trust with your audience and they're very engaged in what you're doing, then offer some longer videos, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. For Instagram, best practices are posting 3 to 5 times per week and 1 to 7 times on IG stories a day. Now, when Instagram used to be chronological order, I would post 3 to 5 times a day very consistently, which now, because your followers can see your photos based on how it's engaged with, you don't technically need to post every day. If you want to post every day, that's very great. Just keep it to what you can stick with. It's also easier to grow this platform if you're able to cross-promote from YouTube or TikTok. That's why I've seen most of my growth in the past 6 months is really a lot of TikTok users have came over to my Instagram, and it's an amazing way to get your followers onto different platforms. It's a really good idea to understand your analytics and find out why certain pieces of content will perform better than others. Don't spend too much of your time focusing on how your grid looks or planning it out versus the colors or the edit. Really just make sure each of your photos tells a story and serves a purpose. I haven't planned out my grid in over a year, and I've seen much more growth when I stopped worrying about filler photos or trying to make the aesthetic so great and just really focused on each piece of content individually. This brings me to my next point, which is utilizing more video. Video does so much better in engagement and overall shares. It's a great way to take your audience along with you and give them a little piece of your personality as well. Instagram just launched IG Reels, which is their response to understanding that the audience just really wants to consume more video, and that's where social media platforms are going to continue to go in that direction. After trying out more video within your social media platforms, ask your audience if they like that type of content and listen to their feedback. You'll also notice you'll get more followers that are looking specific for video content. Within your videos, plan for ones that are valuable and educational. Think about what's the takeaway for your audience and what's the value they're gaining from watching this video. For example, during quarantine, I polled my audience and asked them questions on Instagram of what kind of content they wanted to see during quarantine. A lot of the feedback I got was they want to find different ways to reshop their closet, as a lot had been laid off with the economy. With that information, I thought of different DIY ideas for cutting up your clothes that you already own or bleaching items to make them feel like a new piece without having to go out and spend any money. And from listening to my audience, 2 of my highest viewed videos during that time was my tutorial on DIY bleaching your jeans and a DIY cropped cardigan. I was able to break down each of the steps with text, and also I did it to a trending song, but it was in response to the current climate. Another area that has worked well for me is offering style tips. I'll show one piece, how you can style it 3 ways, or maybe styling 2 different colors together. Each of these videos are educational and fun, and they have a takeaway for the audience to learn. Whatever your niche, find ways that you can educate your audience, and it also brings more credibility to you as the expert. The next item I want to cover is engaging with your audience. When you post a new piece of content, try to spend a few minutes responding to comments. That way it allows other users to know you are reading the comments and encourages others to comment more as well. I like to screenshot an Instagram DM and put the answer on my Instagram stories. That way it encourages others to ask questions as well, and also gives me more content ideas, because a lot of these content ideas I'm getting are literally from my Instagram DMs. One thing is important to remember: you don't need to respond to every person. I specifically don't respond to trolls or engage with negativity on my page. You have to get to a place where you're confident enough to ignore them and not let it distract from your day. Focusing on lifting up those who are genuine fans and offer positivity on your page, because when you respond to a comment, others are also going to see your responses. So make sure there's something that you feel good about writing, and always be kind to others. You can respond to a TikTok question with a video, and you can do a Q&A on Instagram or YouTube to really engage with your audience and let them know that you're reading their questions. It's also really helpful when you put a questionnaire on your IG stories asking what type of content your audience wants to see. This has helped me get so many different ideas, and your audience is looking to help, so they always want to be heard and they would love their voices to be heard by you creating a video for them. This brings me to my last point, which is cross-promoting on different platforms. It's very helpful to cross-promote. For example, when I have a new TikTok video, I post just a screenshot of the video and I post it to my IG stories with a swipe up saying there's a new video. I don't want to post the whole TikTok video on my IG stories, or there's really no incentive for them to go watch it on TikTok. Same thing for YouTube. I post a swipe up link to Instagram stories with just the screenshot. I don't like to give away too much of the video so that they can go to YouTube and I can get my views on that platform. For example, on YouTube, we recently posted a video saying that we bought our first house, but to promote the video on TikTok, I created a vertical video that showed my daughter's reaction of her surprise, and we said in the text and with the voiceover, full video on YouTube, link in bio. I was able to get many more subscribers that way from creating a very TikTok specific video to promote the YouTube. With cross-promoting, it's really important that you create that cross-promotion content specific for each platform. So if I grabbed my YouTube video in the wrong format and put it onto TikTok, I would have had black bars on both sides and it would have instantly shown people that I just pulled the clip from YouTube without making it specific for TikTok. So think about how you want to cross-promote each platform when you have a new piece of content, and if you need to create something specific for each platform, then make sure to do that. Make sure your social links are on each platform so users can easily find your other platforms in your bio. At least once a month, I try to make an effort to make sure that each platform is reminded of my other platforms and where they can follow me there. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this session and hopefully it helped you gain tips on how to grow your social media following. I would love if you're not already following me on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, find me at Brittany Xavier. Thanks.